Hello, TikTok and YouTube, because I will be showing this on both platforms. It is currently 3:52 p.m. on a Wednesday. It's June 4th, 2025. I did have plans to do a video on Tuesday, but I was very tired, and I don't know why. When I have no reason to be tired, I have no excuse to be tired. I don't. But anyway, um, and I kind of feel kind of bipolar for saying this, but I would always have this weird opinion about dreaming, because a part of me, one part of me says, "Oh, there's so much stuff that I could be doing if I didn't have to sleep. Sleeping is horrible." But then another part of me is like, I would very much would rather be asleep than be in this current reality. but um, but obviously, if it's like a bad dream, then I would like want out of it. But if it is a mundane dream that's similar to like the day I had before, my normal days, then those confuse me the most because I lose track of time a lot. And if it's kind of like replaying a cutscene, then I would wake up confused about what's what. But any good dreams, those kind of hurt the most, because let's say I'm dreaming about good um like good memories or whatnot. I would it would be so realistic, and it would be like so amazing and so great, because like feeling like genuine happiness, which is because only children can experience like genuine happiness. Something adults can't feel that. But that's more of my personal thing. I'm sure I can't generalize every person, but um, well, I kind of just did using those labels, but I hope you know what I meant to say. but but no, like, if I'm dreaming about past stuff, I would say, oh, this is great. I knew 2025 hasn't happened yet. I'm actually this age, and I'm not 21. Everything's great. Everything's how I left it. Everything's fantastic, and then I wake up, and it's like, those when you wake up, there's that few seconds where you're mentally still in the dream world, kind of, but you're still physically here, and you can feel yourself being physically here, and you feel all groggy and tired and whatnot. For me, it is more so I feel mostly disappointment, because I would wake up and I'd say, "Oh, no, 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 no." No, don't tell me all about great happiness was not real. Like, I don't want to say not real, but because it was real at one point of time, but it just no longer exists. And I look around, and I was like, yeah, it's all the happiness is gone. It's 2025. I'm 21, and everything that has happened has happened. But and then you have people who are like 25 or 28, because I would majority of the people who I interact with are mostly older than me, and that's been the case since I was 16, if not younger. I would always purposely try to find people who are older than me to talk to, because they held a better conversation with the people who are my age. But I don't know. I don't know why I would do that, but either way, uh, they would say, "Oh, this is just the beginning. Yo, it's all good." I was like, "Just the beginning? Oh, no, 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 no," because it's like this is the beginning. I'm screwed. Like, yo, I was in the same position when you were. Like, if I make it to 25, then like I don't know how. I don't see myself doing that. I don't know how, but uh if I do, then another video, kind of beating myself up for it. But I would say that because like for me, it's like you know how there's like you're like a show that has like one or two or three seasons, and then they kind of had it planned for only a small amount of seasons, and then the network comes in and say, oh, you're going to be making more seasons, when the plot wasn't really meant for that. So now it's kind of like but the show's not really that great anymore. It's I would say that's kind of like my life in a nutshell, except I'm no main character or anything, or as people say, you're not that you're not that guy. And no, I'm not. I'm no main character. I'm not that guy. I'm just an NPC, no different from the NPCs you see roaming around GTA 5. And I don't mean the NPCs like, because Lamar is an NPC and he's an important character. No, I mean the NPCs you see like walking around Los Santos, like those type of NPCs. I'm no different from them. Uh, and people say everyone's a main character in their own story. I have no story. uh, but either way, for me it's like and I said this a bunch of times in my videos, how I didn't want it to be 18, and then when I had made goals and whatnot of stuff I wanted to do when I was 17, I was like, okay, well, let's see how this plays out, and then kind of canceled the in gaming terms end game at 18, and you can obviously see how that planned out because I'm 21, and then 19 hit, and for me it's like I don't know, off topic, I don't know why, but I would always have this weird thing with numbers. I was not fond of the number 4 or the number 9 for some reason. I never understood why. And because I like, or the number 2 sometimes, it's weird, but it depends on the situation. It's like the number 1, cool. Number 2, don't care much about. Number 3, cool. Number 4, not that much. Number 5, cool. I don't know why. I don't know. And it's been like that since I was a kid, and even then I didn't really know why either. I don't know what started that, but it's just something that never sat right with me. But either way, and then 20 hit, and then I was like, it's just like existing in itself felt weird. I was like, why am I still here? But 2024 was a mess, but the summer, well, besides working, on my days off, the summer of 2024, fantastic. I would relive a day off in the summer of 2024 all over again if I could. It was great, because especially when that my problem thing was becoming a thing on TikTok, and I was watching Hell of a Boss a lot, and it's one of my favorite shows. It's something that I watch a lot on. Well, it's a series. I'm sorry, it's not a show, but you know what I mean. But I would watch that a lot, and 2024 summer, top tier, 10 out of 10. But now it's 2025, and I don't know if the goals I had in place are going to actually I don't know if they're going to work how I want them to, but if I make it past June 18th, then we shall see. But we'll see if everything works out at the end of this year, and if it doesn't, then kind of have something planned in December. So we'll see.